Hold on. Oh. Here. Now does my audio work? Maybe it's because I had the ringer off, maybe? Let me know if that you can hear me now. Just let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Yep, sound. Yep, sound. Okay, good. I had the ringer off, so now somebody says I can't hear anything. Just let me know if you can hear me. It was a connection. It was connected to the car. I can hear now. I can hear you. Okay. All right. I think it's because I had the ringer off. All right. So I'm gonna go through this one more time. I'm so sorry. Okay. So this house right here. All right. This is Alvarez Construction. I put a link in the description to the website about this neighborhood. It's right here in Prairieville, right by Louisiana Nursery. I've done videos for Louisiana Nursery. It's right here in Prairieville. Oh my gosh. Eddie says that he can hear me because has his phone going. So yeah, it's right here by Louisiana Nursery. I've done some videos for them. It's real close, very convenient. These houses run in the 250’s. Let's see, it says Real Estate Whisperer. Get yourself a Samsung 9. Yeah, I know. I need another phone. I'm thinking about getting the new iPhone. Eddie's talking me into the 8. We did it the last live stream with Sydney's cell phone, so maybe that will work.
Hey, Sydney.
Oh, Sydney there?
Yep.
Hi, Sydney.
Richard Garner, how you doing, bud?
Hey, Richard. Let me, Eddie, can you drive?
Okay, because I was supposed to let Sydney know when we were done in that room.
Oh, well, I would have gone in the house, but when I went in the house, it was, there was no reception whatsoever.
You want to try to give it one shot?
No, because it's going to...
All right, let me let this guy know that we're done.
Okay. Make sure you shut the door. So we're going to actually kind of like drive through the neighborhood since Eddie has, he has Wi-Fi in the car. And I don't know what Eddie's doing right now. He kills me sometimes. What are you doing? He says, I'm going to let the guy know that he needs to lock it. Well, the guy that needs to know is over there. He's right there. So he's going to let that guy know that he needs to lock it up, but he's over there. I guess maybe because he was going to turn off the lights. Maybe that's what he was doing. Richard, the iPhone is faster than the iPhone 8 and it's better. Well, the problem is that everything I own is Apple. So all my Apple products kind of talk to one another, which is really good for like editing some clips and stuff like that. And so I don't know if I can really do that. Aficionado, welcome. We had a little technical difficulties. That's why we're in the truck. Eddie's gonna take us on a little drive, and we're gonna be cruising through the neighborhood.
His name? Can you switch over? Can you?
His name?
Is Sydney.
Oh, his name is Sydney.
And guess what he was named after?
What? Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, how about that? We have a Sydney, and there's a Sydney, and he was named after Sydney, Australia, just like our Sydney was. All right, so the rest of the neighborhood is kind of like blank. There isn't much going on here as far as to look at, but Eddie can turn the corner. You can speed up a little bit. Turn the corner, and we'll go to around the corner over here. Oh, I don't have my seatbelt on. Even though it looks like country, believe it or not, there's actually a pretty busy road right up ahead.
You can see how the beautiful barn right there?
Yeah, that beautiful barn right there. And it takes you right to Baton Rouge. I mean, there's...
Oh, I might have to turn back around. Dead end.
Oh, dead end.
It's not going to lead us to a lot of spots.
Yeah.
I'd love my backyard to turn into that house. I mean...
A dead end?
No, to that neighborhood right there. I mean, that neighbor. Yeah.
Spit it out.
I can't talk today, sorry. Sorry, having issues talking. Hey, fish.
Yeah, aficionados here.
Hopefully your foot's feeling better.
Oh, did you hurt his foot?
Hey, yeah, he got a hook stuck in it.
Oh my God. Oh, that hurts me just to even think about it.
Yes, that hurts me.
Oh, yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Well, I'm hoping that one week we're going to have one of these live streams where we walk through a neighborhood and the clarity is good. We've had two
Yes.
that where the clarity was good.
And one was a new neighborhood too.
Yeah, it was a brand new neighborhood too, so I don't understand. The only thing I can think of is what causes the bad receptions inside the house is all that reflective stuff in the attics and stuff. But I don't think Alvarez does that.
But the other one had it too.
But can you see houses in the framing stage to see if we can see if it has that radiant
We
barrier?
sure can.
Oh, look, right up ahead.
Yeah, I know.
So
There's two of them actually.
So we're gonna walk through this little house up here. It's already been wrapped, but hopefully it's not locked, so we can see.
No, there's no door.
Oh, there's no door. Perfect. All right, we'll go through that one.
Tool review zone. Hey, Clint.
Hey, Clint. Oh, I'm so glad I wore sneakers today.
So is this a house giveaway? No.
No house giveaways. That King of the Grease that said that.
No, that's Clint.
Oh, that's Clint. Oh, okay, because normally they are the ones with the smarty remarks.
All right, so walk on the plywood.
Okay, walk on the plywood. Well, I have sneakers on today.
No, I don't. So maybe I should walk on the plywood. You want me to leave the car on? Oh. They will never get a cell phone tower.
Can we hear me? All right, can we hear me? Can you hear this? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is the garage area. This is what they call the man cave, and you're back. Okay. Thank you, Fish. All right, so this is just a typical garage. Nothing special, no special storage area. All right, so we're gonna go in the house. Hey, Eddie, can you pull that up? Because I want to see if they have the radiant barrier in the attic. Alvarez isn't really known for the radiant barrier.
He has it.
Oh, wow. Well, good. Put it in this house.
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, see, that radiant barrier keeps the attics about, 15 to 20 degrees cooler. I can turn it this way. There, I got it. See, it looks like aluminum foil. And it really helps to keep the, the energy costs down to keep the attic a little cooler. Hopefully this will keep up a good signal in here.
You got bathroom, you got laundry room.
So this is very similar to the other house that we're just in. This seems to be a little bit bigger, but you didn't get to see it because the reception was so bad.
Yeah, great reception right here.
Yeah, well, we're real close to the highway. And you don't even hear the highway. You don't even hear it. Well, these cabinets are going to be painted. They are not cypress. They're just regular old wood cabinets. But they're not like press board either. So, hey, Chris Congo Logs. All right, these yards are
a family thing today.
The yards are teeny tiny. Ooh.
That's what's starting to happen now. We're starting
Yeah.
to get smaller yards.
Lots smaller yards. I mean, this is good enough to bring a little dog out to go pee. They're not big enough for a pool, though.
We're not our 3 dogs.
No.
2 of our 3.
Nope.
Chris, I enjoyed your LiDAR video with the guard and all that. I did not know it happened until I got home and saw the blood on my finger. You must have cut your finger.
So this is what they call a ventless fireplace. There is no chimney, and the gas line comes through here. You can light it. See here where the gas line is. This will be like a little key, and you'll be able to use the gas logs in here. They're really good. Safety recommendation says that you have to keep a window open or cracked to vent these because they are ventless, and there is no flume to release the gas smell. They don't really leave that much of a smell. My parents use it all the time. We use it in the winter time.
Like once or twice a month.
Well, I use it, you know, when it gets cold. Oh, these actually have the rounded corners. This was real popular in Florida. I didn't think that rounded corners that big of a deal. Hey, don't forget to smoosh the like button, guys.
Oh, they even got the.
Oh yeah, they got the double pane windows, and then they have an extra added feature here up the top.
And in case you guys forgot, that side's up.
That side is up, it says it. That says it. But Eddie, pull these out and show them how these windows open.
All right, so.
Do you want me to do it?
This is open, just normal.
Right.
But then you also have an inside cleaning one, so.
So if you want to clean the other side, you can open the window and clean, you know, clean here. Yeah. Yep. You sure can. Let's hope you can get it back. All right, liked and smooshed. Everybody smooshed it.
Window back.
Yep. This is just a typical room size. They've gotten smaller over the years. In older homes, they used to be bigger, but these have gotten much smaller. This is, I guess, would be good for a child's room.
It is built on a slab.
Yep, we do slabs here.
Basement. Not here in Louisiana. The minute you do basement, you're gonna hit water.
No slab, no basements in Louisiana. All right, so this is the master bedroom. I'm going to see if I can go around this way so you can get better light. But you got nice windows here.
3-bay windows.
Yep. You got the tray ceiling here. That's a little feature, and they have done the crown molding in here. It's just pretty typical crown molding. It isn't anything too fancy.
My parent just had the exam same type of window. Yep.
Yep.
City water, it's gonna be city.
This is city water. Yep. There's no well on here. All right. So you got a nice walk-in shower here, but it isn't tiled. It's just the drop-in insert fiberglass showers, which I hate.
Hey Clint, take it easy. Take care of the heat stroke. Don't get a heat stroke out there in the artwork.
This is a tub right here that's got the jets in it, which I'm shocked because they have not been putting jetted tubs in new construction. Most people hate them.
Hey, by the way, if you want to know, again,
This side is up. Yeah. Okay, and then this is the poopatorium. You know, everybody can poop in private. And then we have the master closet. Let's hope the lighting is good enough in here to see. It's a pretty decent size. Yep. No built-in cabinetry, just typical.
Straight, racks.
Yep. Racks. And then this would be your double vanity. Hi, Anthony. Nice to see you.
Hey. Richard Garner says, I don't like homes with crawl space because I don't go where spiders are living. Neither do I.
We do not either. Eddie doesn't do spiders or snakes or anything creepy or crawly. He has me take care of that.
Chris Conklin says, I'm in love with the woodwork in those houses. It's nice to see. Needs the walk-in showers for sure. Vlogger says later, total review zone. Why don't people like jet tubs, the vlogger says?
Okay, so jetted tubs over time fill with like mildew and gunk. So if you don't use them all the time, they get really nasty. Not only that, when you go to resell your home, all those tubes and everything are filled with the last person's dead skin. It's just gross. They're just gross.
So nice sized closet. It actually goes all the way.
Oh, it's deep. Anthony wants to know what the weather's like, Eddie. As he's look at his shirt, it's soaking wet.
So hot.
Oh,
Hot.
hot.
Richard Garner, I don't like to have a door where the toilet is. Like, where he wants a door where everybody can't see you.
Hey, vlogger, you're from Massachusetts? I used to live in Plymouth, Massachusetts. That was my hometown as a kid.
Again, another.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same room, just
Flip the other side.
flipped around. Yeah, this is good.
This is in Louisiana.
Yep, I have a jetted tub and haven't turned it on in 10 years. That's a lot of people. A lot of people.
DBR 090.
DBR. Oh, uh-huh.
Welcome to the live stream.
Welcome to the live stream. We're just taking a little home tour here in Ascension Parish of this neighborhood.
There's a second bathroom, and then you've got the laundry room right here.
Ironwood Estates. All right, so there's another drop-in fiberglass tub, which, you know, you would see that in a second bathroom pretty easily. And then we have the laundry room.
Which I wonder if this is the same to know that this piece goes here. They stapled it.
I don't know what that is. Don't pull on it.
Put it right back.
That's strange.
I see what happened. So they had already went ahead and did this. They had to cut the hole, but they cut it extremely low. So they had to take that out. And I guess they're going to redo it.
Oh, gotcha. I'm originally from Connecticut. I read once before you said you lived in Massachusetts, but I didn't know where you were from. I'm originally from Plymouth, Massachusetts. I lived there until I was 13 years old, and then I've been in the South ever since then. So I'm a Yankee at heart.
DVR says, I have a jetted tub, haven't heard it on 10 years, Anthony Kimball. I pay $1,000 for a one-bedroom apartment, didn't think it would be so expensive. I have a three-bedroom, two-bath house for 14.
Yeah, 1400. Well, no, it just went. Well, we just got it under contract. But
the vlogger, I'm never taking a bath again. Chris Kunkel, that's gross points and 12-foot iron tub.
Yep.
Are the boss, Anthony Kimball and Kristina. I'm originally from Connecticut.
Yeah.
You read that one?
Yep. Hey, but you know, we do have a one-bedroom house that we rent out.
Yep.
And we rent that for what?
700.
700. That's
Yeah,
it.
750.
750.
And it's got a little backyard to it.
Yep. 750. It's got a little backyard to it.
One bedroom, one bath, full.
She loves it.
laundry room.
It's just her and her son, and it's perfect for them. They're young. She's really young, so I'm gonna take
a framing one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you to this one over here, and it's in the framing process.
There?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk there. Hey, look, a sidewalk.
All new neighborhoods.
All new neighborhoods in the Ascension Parish area now are required to have walkways. All the older ones, I would say only about a quarter of them have the walkways. They're really nice to have. Oh, the neighbors' dogs are really upset.
I'm going to Plymouth Rockport on Wednesday for 3 days, but I will be able to catch some streams. Anthony Kimball, what made you want to move to the south?
Well, I was 13, so my parents moved to the South. So I just moved with them. And then we lived in Georgia for quite some time. I went to high school in Georgia, did some college in Georgia, and then we moved to Florida. And that's where I met this guy. And so then we got married, you know. I totally talked him into marrying me and told him how wonderful I was. Totally lied my rear end off, and then I totally convinced him. So
Actually, I lied my rear end off.
yeah, he did. He told me he was way older than he is.
Anthony Kimball says, I'm sorry, Matt the Realty guy, can you add solar panels?
Yes, you can. The covenants do allow it, but you have to put them in certain spots. You can't have them on the front of the house.
Usually in the back.
You have to put them on the back side or the very back of the house. So they used to give a tax credit to people when they, a huge tax credit to people if they decided to put solar up. Well, what happened was when they ran out of money and all these people put solar up, and they ended up having to foot the bill because the state ran out of the money for the solar paneling.
Why don't you show from this side right here?
Okay.
Your provider says, real estate investor, you look like an Irish Yankee.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a little bit of Irish in me. You got a little bit of Irish, got a little bit of German, got a lot of Swedish, a lot of Italian, got a little bit of Jewish, got a little bit of everything.
Anthony Kimball says, I thought I'd be able to get a one bedroom here in Florida for like $700 a month. Laugh out loud, nope.
Oh, you can if you get tax credit housing. We used to live in Florida, and our first home was tax credit housing, and that was like $850 a month, and it was a good size one bedroom. Yep.
So your husband's from Florida? No, I'm not originally from Florida. I'm from Washington, D.C., and then lived in Chicago, and then lived in Florida.
All right, so this is the house wrap. If you remember from previous streams, they had the shiny house wrap for the radiant barrier, but this one is not that. There's been a debate about that radiant barrier on the outside. They're saying that it's causing moisture issues. I haven't seen it myself, so I don't know.
Ronna J. G. says hello.
Hello,
And the
hello.
lady guy, I thought she was totally Swedish because she's so sweet.
Oh, Swedish, Swedish. Okay, so you can see that radiant barrier really good in here. You see that metal stuff that looks like tinfoil on the roof? This is what keeps the houses about 15 degrees cooler because they have this in the attic. Shocking, I know, but they do keep the hot water heaters in the attic. They haven't decked it for that yet,
Nope.
but they will put the air conditioning unit and the hot water heater in the attic.
It's straight in the framing stage right now.
Yep. This is a real house. Yes, these are real homes right here in Prairieville.
DVR says, same in my subdivision, solar is okay, it just can't be seen from the street. Beards in Review, how you doing, man?
Hey, Beards in Review.
Howdy. Chris Conkle, building paper. Is this a real house? Yes, this is.
Yep.
All these houses that we go into are real houses.
Yep, there are real houses.
Chris Conkle, laugh out loud, back rigid insulation. Yes.
Well, they call it radiant barrier here. That's what it's called. And oh, look, you can even see the company that made this one.
Eclipse.
Eclipse. Oh, let's see if I can get it over
Roy,
here.
what?
Here it is.
Roy O'Martin. Eclipse.
Eclipse.
What
This
about
house
spray
is in
foam?
this house is in the 250's.
What about spray foam insulation?
We don't do spray foam here.
They do if it's like a custom home or if somebody is tearing down and rebuild it, like redoing, they'll do those. So a lot of times in the flood, a lot of people did do those afterwards.
Yeah, but the problem with the spray foam is that we have a high moisture problem, and people are afraid that the moisture is going to absorb because about 1990 they had a big problem with something called synthetic stucco, and there was a foam that was in between the synthetic stucco and the house. Well, the foam actually started absorbing the water and the moisture that's in the air, causing to expand and cracking the synthetic stucco that was on the outside of it. A lot of homes had to be redone completely because of the synthetic stucco. So people are really kind of nervous about the spray foam, even though it's been kind of proven that it doesn't cause a problem. They're like, well, it hasn't been tested long enough in our area or climate. So a lot of them say no.
Rana G said, how much? $250, I think is what you said?
Yeah, 250.
Richard Garner, I've been living in Tennessee my whole life, and I hate living in the South. I think I'm moving up north. Tennessee.
I'm going to clean this real quick because it looks a little cloudy.
I think it's more or less the sun coming in from the side.
You think?
Do they ever do
No,
pass?
it's not.
Pass like how water heaters on the back of the roof, and how popular is geothermal?
Geothermal is not is only for energy efficient homes that people want to if they want to pay for that. That is not a very popular thing. I have seen it in over by LSU in those bigger, larger mansion type homes that they've done the geothermal, or people that are very energy efficient conscious. This house is not complete. No, it's not. No, this home is not complete.
So my question would be, how strong is this
Uh-huh.
with this notch cut out at the bottom?
Oh, I don't know, babe. Yeah, that looks like a mistake.
But this is holding it up, and I guess this would be nailed. So.
There's some kind of pipe there, sweetie.
Yeah, well, there's the
A bolt.
anchor. There's the anchor to it.
Huh. Well, I don't know.
Saturated insulation. Can you smell the fresh lumber?
Oh, I love it.
Construction home smell? Yes.
Yes, it smells so good.
Do
So
they put PEX piping in the home?
I wouldn't.
Flex piping? I'm assuming
They have
it's
this.
more of a PVC.
Yeah.
Especially in the newer homes are all PVC. In the older ones, you'll still see the copper.
Well, the walls haven't been put up yet. The walls haven't put up yet. This is just in the framing stage. You got to frame the house before you put the walls up.
Indian Rooker? Ruckus? Not dollar? Yeah. No, it's dollars. $250,000.
$250,000.
I'd be afraid to use spray insulation as well. That insulation done properly works amazing if you want the high grade use in city living. My fear to spray foam, especially here, since we, if there is any flooding, you have to get rid of that spray foam. You've got to rip it. I assume a lot out. I don't know where batting would be just easier to pull out.
So Eddie's concern is that, if there was a problem or natural disaster, when you went to remove that insulation, how much trouble would it cause? Would it cause more damage? It says spray foams are awful when you get on your towel and get stuck.
It gets stuck to your hand, and then it hurts when you get it off your hand and stained yellow. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've had like I bought that like spray can to do like around a around a little area of the dryer vent. You know, we did it around the dryer vent, and I got that stuck on my fingers. It was impossible to get off. It was days. I think it took some skin with it.
So
let's go see this house.
He said, complete house is wood use, not walls, but why? I'm not sure I understand the question.
Okay, so we use drywall for the walls here. There are some people call it.
We'll go into another house with drywall.
Yeah, we're gonna go in another house. And so they take the drywall and they mud it. They don't use wood. They just use the wood to frame the walls, and then once the walls are framed, then they use the drywall and they texture it and make it look aesthetically pleasing, or pleasing to the eye, basically.
Matt, the realty guy says, I got 400 racks. Will that buy a house? Yes.
If you have 400,000 racks, yeah, you have a really nice house. Our house, the house that Annie and I live in, is about 215. So you would get about a 3,000 square foot house, or, you know, like a house like ours with a, what are those things? The bonus room.
And then some.
Yeah.
Richard Garner says the person that built that house had a screw loose.
Shocking.
Chris Compton
You
said
said it, I didn't.
the window crumple just landed on the anchor by accident. Yeah, that's where it is. And I saw the other one behind it holding it, Chris.
Okay.
Flogger, it's also called rock board. Yes.
Rock board, or yeah. So
Chris Conco, I don't know what is drywall.
yeah, I bet you don't, Chris. Okay, so here's a.
You do plenty of it.
Okay, so here's the walls. This is what the hardy board. I'm not hardy board. The
hardy board, drywall.
Drywall looks like, and see.
Sheetrock or.
Yeah, sheetrock is the other thing they call it. And see, it already has the texture on it, and they'll paint this, and it will have that nice texture on it. And then on the back of the house this is called
Hardy board.
hardy board, and this is a cement press board, and it's very, very, very good. It's like its name, hardy.
It kind of looks like a vinyl would look, but it's.
Yeah, it has the great durability of vinyl. The only drawback to it is you have to paint it. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it's way better than vinyl, in my opinion.
Vlogger says he's got to go now.
Oh, okay, vlogger.
Have a good day. Have a good Sunday.
Yeah, our texture wall is pretty common there.
Yes.
A mild texture, not anything as severe as like knockdown, which was really popular in Florida. And I liked the look of that, but after seeing these, I much prefer a smoother look. Yeah, you can see the.
It's just a small texture.
No, I showed it right here. You can maybe turn it this way.
Party on the house looks amazing. I agree, Chris.
There you go. See, you can see the texture on the walls. That's all they put on there.
So another house, pretty much all of them look the same.
Yeah, it's like a Cracker Jack house, one right after another. The same.
I mean, they're nice, but.
Yep. Yep, just another Cracker Jack house.
Really, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Again, you got. Oops, sorry. Attic.
Yeah, that's gonna have the same thing, Eddie.
Sometimes attics in here. Very rarely is it in the garage.
Yeah, sometimes they're in the garage though.
Richard Garner, I moved to Louisiana if they had colonial homes to buy.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They actually.
That's a great thing. You can buy colonial homes here.
They have Victorian homes, colonial homes, Acadian homes. They have all sorts of homes here.
They did a good job here in the pantry to start off with the space.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Eddie, are you hot?
No.
I think you might be hot.
No.
Hey, are you shy?
I'm hot. It's so
Oh, my
hot.
fingernails? You like those?
So
I just
hot.
did them. I polished them myself.
Fingernails, just saying.
Oh, if you guys don't know, Tuesday, Chuck will be in the next video. So Chuck and his wife will be in the next video, so you can see Chuck. Who knows? Chuck might actually show his face in this next video. You got to be on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
Doubt it. All right. right, guys.
All right.
This was the neighborhood called Ironwood Estates in Prairieville, Louisiana. Over there, right by Louisiana Nursery. Minutes from shopping, about 15 minutes from Baton Rouge.
You can walk across the street to the nursery.
You can walk right across the street to the Louisiana Nursery. This is it. I mean, there's nothing much more to say about it.
Food, shopping everywhere.
Yep, it's very convenient. Excellent
1,
location.
2, 3 grocery stores.
Around $250,000. I forgot where we were parked for a second.
I found it for you.
Thank you.
Do they have a castle there too? No, they don't.
They have castles here.
Where?
Well, they're not called castles. They're called plantation homes.
You can always buy the big plantation homes. The schools are phenomenal. It's Ascension Parish. My kids have gone to those schools. Phenomenal schools.
Louisiana isn't really known for its public schools, but I will tell you, the public schools here in Ascension Parish is the whole reason why we moved here.
Ray Ray!
Hey, Ray Ray!
How much is hurricane insurance, Ray Ray asked?
Okay, so the typical house of a typical home, like we'll just say 2,000 square feet, and the houses cost about $250,000. Your whole insurance will cost about $1,000 a year, maybe $1,200 if you want to up your hurricane insurance. The likelihood of getting hurricane damage in this location is not nearly as high as it would be if we were closer to New Orleans. We do get hurricanes here. We've had one big one since we've lived here.
Yes.
And we were out of power for about 14 days. But that's really the extent of what happens with hurricanes here. And they'll spin off tornadoes. You're more likely to get hit by a tornado than you would from hurricane damage. The wind from hurricanes was what causes most of the problem.
Yep.
And it knocks off roof shingles pretty easily. They just kind of flap up in the air.
Here they've started, like, when they get to the Baton Rouge area, the Prairieville Ascension area, it starts dying down because it's hit through those swamps and hit through
Right.
the land. So it's actually gone down. Ray Ray says you guys are awesome.
Thank
She's
you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. It is a sweltering hot here. I'm melting as we speak.
Matt the Realty guy says Dairy Queen, how far?
Dairy
about
Queen?
20 minutes? About 15-20 minutes?
Well, yeah, but there's a Baskin Robbins literally
Yes.
4 minutes down the road, like
Yes.
right there.
Ray Ray says that is dirt cheap. I pay $1,300 a year and I don't live in a hurricane zone.
Where do you live, Ray Ray?
Do they have an HOA? I'm sure
Yes.
most neighborhoods do.
All the new neighborhoods do. The HOA is actually run by the builder. So when you move into a new neighborhood, the HOAs are run by the builders. If you want to know more about HOAs, click the video over here, and you can watch all about the HOAs and your
what they
neighborhood.
can and cannot do.
Yeah, what they can and cannot do. They also can say things about your American flag. I have a video for that too. I'll just go ahead and click that. I'll put
Right
that
there.
over here. Yeah, over here. Yep.
Courtney Ed says, hey guys, Dan Sauter home. Just a quick stop by to say hi and happy Sunday. Hey
Happy
guys.
Sunday,
Courtney and
guys.
Dan,
Courtney
thank
and
you.
Dan, thank you for stopping by.
Ray Ray lives in Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, really? I wonder why the homeowners insurance is so high there.
Yeah.
Do they have any other kind of natural disasters that happen in Huntsville, Alabama that would make the insurance so high? Or is it like a crime thing that they're worried about? Is it flooding? I don't know. I
mean, we got homeowners insurance and we got flood insurance.
Yeah.
Not that we needed it for our neighborhood, but we do have it.
And everybody should know that flood insurance is actually a separate insurance from your policy. You don't actually have flood insurance built into your homeowner. Is it back?
And we're back on.
I hope it's
Sorry.
back. I hope it's back. I think it's back. Let me know.
Yeah, we're back on.
Okay. It didn't say live again. Anyways, so flood insurance here with a house that's not in a flood zone is about $550. It's not really much.
Yeah. It's when you do get in a flood zone that's where it
Oh my
costs.
gosh, some of these little tiny homes that they would consider a camp are like I mean, I've seen them as high as $2,600 a year for flood insurance, but they flood all the time, so you can't really blame the national flood insurance. I mean, I've seen them as high as $2,600 a year for flood insurance, but they flood all the time, so you can't really blame the national flood insurance company for that.
Which, by the way, is run by FEMA.
And by the way, every year the flood insurance, the national flood insurance bill comes up where the United States decides if they're going to continue the national flood insurance program. Again, it's up again this year. So you can always vote to see, to allow your congressman to allow the national flood insurance once again. What's the matter? Oh, was it too loud?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sounds like you're in an ocean.
Sorry. I was trying, like, what happens is that the actual phone itself gets extremely hot from doing these live streams. I mean, like, hot to the touch. And when it gets so hot that it actually shuts down the phone. So that's why I put the phone up against the vent, so that way it would cool off pretty quickly. I'm sorry about that.
Matt, the realty guy, says BR 4 minutes away. Okay, sign me up.
Yeah, Baton Rouge is literally right around the corner.
Richard Garner, we have tornadoes here in a lot, and Lawrenceburg is called tornado country. We've had quite a few. Not as many, but we've had.
I was in the house when a tornado hit. I kept telling him all morning long, "There's going to be a tornado that hits our house." And what did Eddie say? No, stop saying that. I'm like, I'm telling you, there's a tornado coming. Sure enough, tornado hits the house. I called him all morning that morning. He's like, I'm going in a meeting. 5 minutes later, I'm like blowing up his phone. He wouldn't answer. So then I called from a neighbor's phone, and then he answered. And I'm like, a tornado hit our house. He's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, there's windows out and everything. So then he came home, but I knew.
So actually, I had to park about a block away, and I had to go over trees, under trees, through somebody's living room who had just been hit directly by the tornado, and then around somebody else's backyard and everything else, just to get home to see her. And as a matter of fact, it was kind of funny because one of our neighbors at the end of the street had just been hit, and I went over there and I'm like, is everything okay? Well, as I landed my right foot, I felt a nail go right through.
And went right
it
between his toes.
My big toe, my second toe, and I couldn't say anything because I couldn't tell if it was bleeding or not. All I felt was something cold, and I pulled my foot back because here I am talking to a guy whose house has just been destroyed by a tornado.
His house was destroyed. I mean, destroyed.
And how could I tell? Yeah, I got a nail stuck, so I kind of pulled the nail, like I put one foot over the wood, and then just pulled my the nail out. Walked back to the house, and she comes to me. She's like, I'm so happy to see you. Goes and gives me a hug, and I said, can I sit down for 1 second? And I sat down, pulled my shoe off, looked down to see if there was any blood, and there wasn't. She goes, what happened? I said,
I stepped on a nail.
I stepped on a nail.
I'm like, you need a tetanus shot. He's like, I'm not going to get no shot.
Matt, the realty guy, says, love the Jackie O shades. Half Blind Gamer, how you doing?
Hi, Half Blind Gamer.
Hey, crazy duo. Chris Conkle, that was funny. Matt, the realty guy, it got hot because the phone knows a hottie is holding it.
Could be.
Touch Eddie and he could burst into flames. Vince, how you doing? 110 racks. Nope, 250.
250 racks in this neighborhood. 250 racks. And with that, guys, we're gonna go blast on the air conditioning in this car. It is sweltering hot, sweltering. And we're gonna go and I'll let you have your Sunday. Oh, turn that off. Turn that off, Eddie, smarty pants.
It's going down.
All right, guys, have a great Sunday. We'll see you next week. Let me know in the comment section when this video is published where you would like us to go next. What kind of neighborhood would you like to see? Would you like to see a retirement neighborhood? Would you like to see a golf course neighborhood? Would you like to see like older homes that look almost like plantation style? Let me know what you'd like to see, and we're gonna do another Sunday tour, and hopefully we'll have good Wi-Fi.
Oh, we could go to a plantation home. We can go to whatchamacallit.
You gotta pay to get in there. You gotta pay.
Vince says, did I miss trivia? No, not on Sundays.
Not on Sunday, no trivia on Sundays. But if you guys haven't joined the Thursday night fun of trivia on Thursday nights is the best. And if you watch my videos this coming up week, it's going to be about mortgages. So I'm giving you guys a heads up. You get a little sneak peek on what the questions are going to be about mortgages. And then I'm going to have 3 bonus questions that have to do with the videos that I post on Tuesday. So the video I post on Tuesday and my most recent video, which was a channel trailer, those will be questions, a bonus question that will be worth 5 points
you could win your Real Estate Whisperer Cup. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, guys, with that, you have a great Sunday. Thank you so much for showing up and enjoying the heat with us and seeing some homes right here in Ascension Parish, right here in Prairieville.
Enjoy your Sunday, guys.
Peace out. Bye.
Hey, Richard, by the way, I know about branches almost hitting the house. We had a ton of them hit the rental house.
Yeah, and we have pine cones and rats and...
Be careful out there.
Yeah, you guys be good.
Have a good Sunday.
Bye,
Take it
y'all.
easy.